Like, why is Tyron Woodley here? Wow. This press conference immediately got... Dillon Danis is
It
going to
broke
throw a
down.
chair.
It started bad and ended worse.
Oh, wait, I want to see him start humping the air. Here he is. Welcome to the Maintenance Men Tune-Up. I'm LeeWayde. That's Sam Exotic. This is our tune-up. This is going to be a variety show. We're going to talk about, in this episode, combat sports, of course. We're going to be talking Dillon Danis and KSI and Logan Paul and Tony Ferguson and lots of fun stuff in today's episode. But generally speaking, the tune-up is somewhere you can come and get a catch up on the latest MMA, boxing, combat sports, wrestling news.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about some wrestling at some point. There's some wrestling to talk about this week if we get into it, if we have time, but I know we got to make another video, so.
From the Maintenance Men. All right, so we're going to jump right in. Sam, I believe you had some prepared stuff for us. What you got?
Yeah, I brought some stuff to the table this week for the tune-up. We got Dillon Danis and Logan Paul going crazy at the KSI Tommy Fury press conference.
All right, I got the press conference on screen now. I see Dillon Danis
All right.
wearing an alien hat. You know I fuck with aliens, my guy. What's going on?
Okay, well, maybe you won't fuck with the alien so much. That's the Toy Story alien hat that Logan Paul wore in that video. You know what I'm talking about?
That video? No! Not the forest in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the forest. Yeah, the forest. Yeah.
No way. Bro, okay. All right, I see why he did that. That's clever.
But he walks on stage wearing that hat. He throws all the Prime bottles off of the table, and someone has to yell at him, like someone conducting the press conference. It's like, don't throw all the bottles. We have a brand deal. You can't.
Yeah, don't do that. We're gonna get fined. Please don't do that.
He's like, you can throw your side bottles off. Don't throw Logan's bottles off.
We're contractually obligated.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so I bet Logan Paul is immediately like, bro,
Yeah, so
Dillon Danis
does that. Yeah, Dillon Danis walks out on stage, does that. Immediately, Logan Paul walks on stage and does this.
All right, so we're coming up to the next image. Oh no. It says
he
real
says, Dillon Danis says he's such a real fighter, but got choked out by a bouncer outside of a bar.
Oh, he brought up the bar situation. That's tough. That's tough. And I can see, I'm glad Logan came prepared because Dillon Danis has been just 10-8ing Logan Paul on Twitter, dude, on X.
Yeah, right there he says something about his wife. Logan Paul said something about his fiance, and he was like, yeah, well, she fucked 75 other dudes before she married you, so whatever, blah, 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 blah. He's like, yeah, that's why my homeboy fucked your ex-girlfriend. And he was like, yeah, whatever, at least I got rid of a slut. You're marrying one. Like, bro.
That's a pretty good comeback. All right.
It's pretty hardcore, but it's like he's just up there slut-shaming women. Like,
yes, but also, you know, are we... as a society, are we above... This is a hot take.
This is not what this show is about.
Hot take time. But as a society, are we above slut shaming? Like, meaning... No one likes sluts, in my opinion.
I don't know about that. No one likes sluts. You think?
All right, move on. We're gonna move on. Let us know what you think about in the comment section. All right. So, what happened just now? We're moving on.
What happens next is Dillon Danis throws the hat at Logan Paul. He's like, "Why don't you put it on then? Why won't you put it on?" Blah 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 blah. And yeah, they're just kind of yelling back and forth. And Dillon Danis stands up at one point. Logan stands up. KSI tries to get over there towards Tommy Fury, and we'll circle back to this later because KSI trying to get to Tommy Fury repeatedly during this press conference angered John very much.
Yeah, it did. It's funny in this picture. Two things. One, Logan Paul's flexing with the alien hat, and I swear it looks like a Charizard, which is perfect for him. And then,
yeah, because he did buy, or no, did Jake buy the really expensive Charizard, or did he?
He has the crazy expensive 9 on the PSA or whatever.
Logan Paul's my boy now, bro. Like, I used to hate Logan Paul.
You saw my face.
I used to hate Logan and Jake, but since Logan made his debut in WWE, dude, he's been tearing it up over there, man. He's put on 5-star matches, in my opinion. I don't care what you say, Dave Meltzer.
Shots fired, Dave. The I agree. The clips I've seen of him, like doing the frog splash and the Eddie Guerrero shuffle, like, and that was his first
Yeah, that was
performance.
just because he was fighting Dom and Ray at the time when he did the Eddie Guerrero shoulder thing.
Well, my point being is, I agree. I think he does have some genuine
Him and
talent.
Ricochet, him and Ricochet put on a hell of a match at SummerSlam. And their spots at Money in the Bank were fucking crazy. But moving on.
He's a talented marketer, also. I mean, here we are
Yeah.
talking about his fight, and I could not care less about this fight, just to be clear. I don't
Well,
care.
even just with all the shit he talked to Dana White at one point, and he still has a UFC sponsorship for Prime.
That, yeah, that's worth mentioning. We could make a whole, I mean, that's, here we are making a
But
video about, this sports stuff to get people's attention, and that's fun and interesting. This dude's making $100 million motherfucking deals with
yeah,
UFC. So, yeah, good point.
and he's a signed WWE superstar by contract. So who knows how much he's making? Because he's a main carder. He only does he opened up the show I think last time. But he's like a big name when he comes on. He only does pay-per-views. He's made a couple appearances on televised events, but he's only been on pay-per-views as far as big matches.
Yeah, I'm sure I don't know how that works as far as their pay scale, but I'm sure they were like, you're worth a paycheck. We're not going to put you on the prelims.
Jim Cornette says the WWE guys are overpaid nowadays. But speaking of big names in combat sports, Conor McGregor tweeted at Tony Ferguson and said he's going to end him.
I have the quote from, this is an article about the tweets, but you're going to have to read along with us. All right, I'll read it actually. So it says,
Yeah, read it off.
as expected, Ferguson, who was so this is after Conor McGregor tweeted at Tony Ferguson, I'm going to end you, and badly. All right. So Ferguson, who's pretty excited to have the Notorious say something to him on social media, responded as only
Let me chime in here. I don't know how true that part is. I don't know who wrote this article. I forgot to look. But that's just their take on it. I don't know how excited Tony Ferguson was about it. He was probably just mad.
Fair enough. All right. There's my Ferguson said. Took a few to get your attention, eh? Remember when you used to work for me and I fired your ass for not doing your job? When you're done signing your legal issues, sign on the dotted line, coward champ. Oh, instead of champ. I see what he did there. Well, because Conor McGregor is a champ, right? No? Yeah.
Yeah, champ. He is champ. So he called him coward champ.
Yeah. Clever. What was your take on this? I mean, obviously Ferguson's a little bit.
I mean, I don't want to say he's washed up because he's one of my favorite guys, but he's on a big loss streak. He needs something to redeem him, and I don't think Conor McGregor's going to be the guy who's going to do it again.
I think that's a perfect fight for Tony. A, he's going to lose, but that's fine. B,
no, because Conor. Okay, go ahead. Finish up.
Well, I think because he's. When you say, do you think he's washed up? Like, yeah, man, I think he's washed up, dude, unfortunately. And it is tragic, I agree. But if he gets the Conor fight, the UFC doesn't mind because if they're looking at Tony Ferguson on a 6-fight losing streak and they're like, we want Conor to win, they're like, you know what I mean? And then
right.
at least Tony gets a big payday. I mean, he probably should retire anyway, dude. You've been fighting 40, 55 fights, you know what I mean? All right, so yeah, Tony Ferguson, I don't know if he's completely washed. I think if he gets the Conor fight, he deserves the money, dude. Like, I'm not.
Yeah,
what
sure.
was your take on it?
It's a big money play, sure, but you thought Conor McGregor was gonna fight Michael Chandler? Nah, fighting Tony Ferguson.
Ferguson, 6-fight losing streak. Forget Chandler. Forget the top of the rankings.
I'm not gonna lose him. The only thing is, like, people say Conor hits hard, but I don't think he hits hard enough to knock out Ferguson like he's knocked out everybody else. And then also, Conor's walking around real heavy right now. If he wants to fight Ferguson, he's gonna have to cut, and so he's gonna be fast. There's a fly in here. He's gonna be fast again, like he was back then when he was on top of his game. He'll be loose, he'll be fast, and he'll be able to strike quickly. And Tony isn't gonna look to defend any shots, and if Conor catches him, he's gonna drop him.
Just eat shots. Well, so what do you say? You want Tony to take a winnable fight?
I say Tony needs to take the easiest fight for him, and I don't think Conor McGregor is the easiest fight.
Okay, I figured it out. Paddy Pimblet. Tony Ferguson,
You
Paddy
think? I think
Pimblet.
it was a good matchup. I think it's a good matchup.
I think that's who they should have gave him instead of Bobby Green.
But I don't know. Paddy did something. I think he got in trouble. Maybe he made somebody mad, or he failed a piss test or something. Can't remember. Don't quote me. Don't.
I know.
Like,
do not quote me for getting quotes in this situation.
But he did something. And he got some heat.
I think he was injured and then he got fat. I don't know. I will look into that. We might make a video. People care about Paddy still, right? Let us know.
I like him. He's entertaining.
He's an okay. I think he let his ego go a little bit to his head, and he was much more likable when he was just a scouser. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he's just the guy going out there fighting and beating people up, and now he's like, he wants to be Connor.
Yeah, even when he was, you know, because when he finished his second fight, I think, and he gave that speech about he was depressed, suicide awareness, right? And that was his most likable moment. It's like, you know what I mean? And then from then, he's been more and more egotistical. So that's my... And furthermore, he hasn't looked as impressive in his fights. Is also part of it.
No. Yeah, I mean, he's been rather boring in his last couple.
Yeah, plus so we'll see. All right, there's one other thing that I wanted to mention while you were out of the room here. Sean O'Malley is the champion of the world.
Hey, look out, Sugar Sean. It's time for the Sugar Show, baby. Bantamweight champion of the world. What do you guys say about that? What do you guys say about that?
I'm just flabbergasted by it because
I got one thing to say. I got one thing to say, and it's I told you so. If you watched our prediction video and you didn't pick every person I picked, you lost money. Hey, you could have made a bunch of money. I swept the card.
The main card? Dude, if you had a parlay with your picks from the main card, that's probably a $3,000
But I live
bet.
in Georgia, and I can't play sports bet.
I also can't bet because rules are rules. So, we're over here just like, we're making picks. I mean, we both did good. We went 5 for...
Yeah.
We both missed 3, which on a whole card, that's not bad. Especially
not bad at all.
And the fact that you got Sean O'Malley, dude, I mean...
Called Sean O'Malley with that right hand.
The worst part is you were convincing me as we were talking because I was sitting there and I wanted to switch so bad. But I regret it. I should have, yeah. Because... But it's okay. It's okay. I was sitting there...
Hey, listen, I know my MMA, bro. I watch, I study, I'm a student of the game.
You have not watched a single chick fight, and I know it. You failed those prelims.
I watched them. I watched them. I'm just kind of scrolling on TikTok while I'm watching them.
I don't blame you, dude. But Natalia Silva from the prelims, because you missed both the chick fights, is what I was joking about.
Yeah, because I don't know who they are.
But that's crazy, because that means you got... Well, you missed Cody Gibson, which I missed that fight. Anyway, we did pretty good on our predictions, was the point. And Sean O'Malley's the mother freaking champion of the world, and it's exciting for MMA content creators and.
Boy, oh boy, because he's been having a week. He's been having a week since he won the championship. Boy.
Yeah, dude, it's like
rounds all over social media, going on podcasts. He's trolling Henry Cejudo.
Honestly, I'm at a loss for words because it's so exciting for him, and it's like... Actually, let's talk about Aljamain Sterling for a second, because I've noticed the sentiment online, as soon as Aljamain lost, he became way more popular. I don't know if you noticed that.
Well, popular, I guess, in a way. Maybe he just got more attention.
Attention for sure, but also likable.
Yeah, because he cried at the press conference about losing, and...
Well, now you're making it sound bad. He's a loser, and he cried about it.
He also said he forgot what state he was in when Sean knocked him out, and he tried to play it off as,
I just don't go to Massachusetts. Yeah. Like, okay, guy.
No, bro. That means he fucked you up.
You didn't read your plane ticket, my guy?
I just go. I just get on the plane and go. I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, like... Okay, I've been promoting this every day for 3 months. You should know where state we're in. Like, well, and so the people that were saying it was an early stoppage.
I can't believe you can't talk shit. Like, knocked out.
By the way, my guy, the full round 2 is up on YouTube. You can watch it.
Yeah, I watched it.
It's sick. And what was I gonna say?
I saw an edit this morning of the Conor McGregor knockout of Eddie Alvarez, I think it is. Yeah,
It's Jose Aldo.
well, it wasn't even side by side. They mirrored it over top of each other. It looked exactly the same.
With him and Jose Aldo? That's crazy.
Yeah,
That step back right hand? I got to watch
yeah.
that.
But he also knocked out Eddie Alvarez just as fast, so that's why I get confused.
Oh, the Eddie Alvarez knockout was crazy. That was the craziest knockout finish sequence.
I don't know. Donald Cerrone one up them with that 5-piece combo that he gave. I don't remember who it was, but
Does it end with a head kick?
Yeah, he started throwing some punches to the head, ripped to the body a couple times, and then ended with the head kick and knocked him out.
I'm trying to remember. I think I know what you're talking about, but it's been a while since I've seen a Cerrone fight.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared to talk about that, so I didn't bring it up. Cerrone's retired, so I mean, it's like.
But Donald Cerrone did it right, dude. He took a bunch of fights, made a bunch of money. He never needed the money or he didn't need the fame or the belt. He's like, I'm just here to make money and dude's up, and it's going to be entertaining. Exactly. And it was. And he's a legend.
Exactly. So, moving on from Conor and Ferguson to what's next on the docket? John Fury?
The only thing we haven't mentioned yet is John Fury flipping a table. So you were telling me Logan Paul was upset about the alien hat, and then he was, or KSI was trying to get to Tommy Fury.
Yeah, KSI came out super hot, immediately trying to get across the stage to Tommy Fury. And I guess John had enough of it by the end of it, because when Dillon Danis stood up to say something to Logan Paul, everybody else stood up, and then KSI tried to walk across the stage once again. I guess John eventually had enough of it, stood up, flips the tables, starts giving hip thrusts and stuff. I don't know.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I saw this clip. I actually got it playing on screen now. Let's see if I can find where he's losing his mind here. There won't be any audio, but you can see some of this imagery of John Fury. Look at him.
Yo, that's really crazy.
Look. Oh my gosh, he's kicking the table. KSI's like, what? Interestingly, Tyron Woodley is there as a security guard for some reason.
I don't know if that's Tyron Woodley.
It 100% is Tyron Woodley.
I didn't notice, but
I did. I was like, why is Tyron Woodley here? Wow. This press conference immediately got Dillon Danis is going to throw a chair.
It started bad and ended worse.
Oh, wait, I want to see him start humping the air. Here he is. This is the greatest moment in combat sports history. Wow.
I don't know about that, but okay.
No, yeah, it's not, but it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Wow, what a press conference for KSI and Dillon Danis. Basically Logan and John Fury.
Yeah. You keep confusing it. It was really KSI and Tommy Fury's press conference. Logan Paul and Dillon Danis are fighting on the undercard, and I'm pretty sure Mike Perry is the substitute fighter in that fight.
You're correct about all of those things, yes.
Which is crazy, because Logan Paul is not of the caliber to fight Mike Perry, and neither is Dillon Danis.
Imagine Logan Paul pulls out and just sets Dillon Danis up for all this shit on Twitter.
That's what I would do, bro.
That would be amazing. And they're like, you know what?
My wife like that on fucking national fucking press conference, bro. You're getting beat up by Mike Perry. It's over with.
And he just pays the fine because he doesn't care. And then,
oh man, it would have been really funny if Logan did the "you didn't tie your shoe" bit.
I don't know what that's referring to.
His bit that he did against Floyd Mayweather when Jake was gonna fight him. He was like fucking with his team. He was like, "You forgot to tie your shoe," and like ran away from him because he was fucking with Floyd really hard, and they wanted to beat him up. And he also did "Got Your Hat," where he snatched Floyd's hat off and ran away with it.
Well, see, that was Jake Paul. All right. Very exciting times. But Floyd Mayweather is nowhere to be found in this boxing thing. I think he's currently boxing Sneeko or something.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Is he really? I just made that up. All right.
No, he's not boxing Sneeko. He is boxing somebody, though. Fuzi? Did he already box Fuzi?
Fuzi. It was who cares? All right, we don't need to give money Floyd Mayweather at the time of day. Let's be real. Savages. All right, I'm going to wrap up the tune-up. I want to say, I'm going to give you the word, but thank you for watching. Please click like and share this video. We are starting to grow this channel. We got a UFC 292 reaction. We got a Max Holloway breakdown coming very soon. Do you want to say anything else, Sam?
No, man. Just thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all the love you guys are showing over on TikTok. If you're watching Sam Exotic Wrestling, I do reactions over there on my TikTok channel, and I'm gonna start a wrestling podcast pretty soon of my own. I don't know if Wade will be a part of that. He may here and there, but we'll see how it goes.
Phenomenal. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.